you are not agree with that. So that means you reject the fact that Muhammad was a prophet.
Yes, I reject.
You reject that.
Yes.
So respectfully,
Yeah, okay.
you respectfully mean like
yeah, you can have different opinions.
All the Quran was a lie.
Huh?
Like if Muhammad is not the prophet, so like all the Quran is a lie.
Can I be honest? I'll be offensive.
Oh yeah.
If I'm honest,
yes.
I'll be offensive. The Bible actually predicted the coming of Muhammad. The Bible actually predicted the coming of Muhammad. The Bible said, whoever comes in the future who deny Jesus' crucifixion is from the devil.
Okay.
It's offensive to you. I hope you won't take it personal. Just for knowledge. Just for knowledge. In Galatians, the scripture has mentioned that if anybody, even if it's an angel coming to you to tell you that Jesus did not crucify, then the angel is a devilish angel. Be careful, don't follow the angel because it's not the devil. So this was perfectly happened to Jibril. Perfectly happened to Jibril.
So, okay.
I'm not sure whether Jibril or then Muhammad himself, because that's what I heard from Muslim camps. If Jibril revealed to him, and he never had a direct encounter with Allah. He did not have a direct encounter. He was always got it from Jibril. But I find when I read from the Quran, I don't see the direct revelation that Jibril is talking here, Jibril talking there. No, some of the recording in the Quran is flip something. Sometimes when Allah is speaking about we, and so we would do this. We are full of compassion. We, and then certainly you change the subject into he. He is something like that. So the narration in the Quran makes me very confused.
Okay.
You say it's a clear book, but actually it's not.
Okay, this is why I told you, this is the problem with tradition. Yeah, this is when you read in the Quran, there is another book that you need to read that explain. Because some...
are you referring to Tafsir? Tafsir or Hadith?
Tafsir. Hadith is like the say of Muhammad. Tafsir explains the Quran.
Okay, Tafsir.
Because sometimes people take what God say out of its context and make some, people are playing with words and to give the argument. So let's come back because you say you don't want us to be point people. So what I want to understand, what I understand is that according to you, Muhammad is not first prophet. Like the Quran is not true. So Islam is lying. Definitely.
That will be their subsequent conclusion, subsequent proposition development in the future.
Okay. So but me, according to me, okay. I don't even.
I know you can hardly.
You read the Quran.
You hardly take it because it's your personal belief system, and then it is very treasurable to you as a Muslim because it's very treasurable.
No. Like this is your belief. I can't blame you for your belief.
But we can still be friends. Don't worry.
But
we're not attacking person.
Okay. I feel bad because the first time someone come on, religion is a lie. But okay, this is your belief.
Okay. Even Muslims can accuse Christian lying too.
God say if I want, everyone is gonna be believer, but I give everyone the
benefit of doubt.
Yeah. Everyone has to believe what you think is correct for him.
Yes.
If you think what I'm saying okay, my religion is a lie, no problem. This is your belief.
Yeah.
But actually, what concerns me, I believe that Christianity is not a lie.
Thank you for your goodness.
Yeah,
but it's okay. I don't depend on what people saying about the religion of Christianity.
Christianity is not a lie. Jesus exists. Jesus is a prophet. You say he's God. Okay, but for me, he is a prophet.
Illiterate,
yeah. Muhammad don't know how to read, how to write.
That's another issue I want to talk about.
Some knowledge person.
That's another issue I want to tackle.
Some knowledge person, Muslim, in Islam says, because sometimes they tend to interpret God actually. They say okay, maybe God made Muhammad illiterate because people can say, okay, we know that sometimes you're gonna go and read some book and stuff there and come and say, okay, you're a prophet or something. Okay, he don't even know how to read.
Can I jump in? Because there are some points I want to add on that. He said that Muhammad is illiterate. That's why I want to show you why I believe Islam can be a lie. He said that Muhammad is illiterate. Do you know the hadith mentioned that before he died, he asked the people to give him some pen and pencil to write the revelation of God. Allah gave him some revelation.
Because before he,
do you know that before he died?
Okay.
He asked them to give him a pen and paper to write something, to write the revelation of God, because he said we want to preserve the revelation of God, that they don't want them to just miss it. But the Sahabat at that time did not give him, because he said, your revelation is enough. We have plenty. You are so sick. Just lie down.
Oh yeah, I have this.
And then
I
don't
have
do that.
this story. Okay.
So he did not,
oh yeah.
write.
Okay.
So,
okay. This is some. Okay. Most of people, may God forgive me if I'm saying like something that's not correct. Refute this. They say this is not true.
It's not true.
Most of it is not, because they say the prophet say, give me a pen and like I'm gonna write
something to write.
I'm gonna write you something like that is like, if you follow this, you're gonna be in the paradise with Jannah, something like this. And the Sahaba are like, no. They refuse.
Yeah.
Most of the ulama I know refuse this. They say this is not true. But you say before he died, he learned how to write.
Okay.
It was said that he learned how to write from Jibril.
That's another perspective. You're talking about another perspective. That's what I heard from another.
So now let's come back to something like you said that very interesting. Not the illiterate part. Like,
I'm coming back to the illiterate part. Some interesting also.
You can come back. But when you say like Islam is a lie. Islam is a lie. Muhammad is not a prophet, and the Quran is a lie. Okay.
The Quran is a lie in a sense because it comes from a source that is not reliable. The Jibril, because Muhammad said that Jibril is the same Jibril in the Old Testament. We have the angel Jibril in the Old Testament. We have Gabriel in the Old Testament. Even the time pronounced about the birth of Jesus is also angel Jibril. So that Jibril, but I discovered that it's not the same Jibril, because you know why? Because whenever Jibril appeared to people, he always greet the person, asking not to fear. But when he meets Muhammad, he did not greet, ask him not to fear, but he squeezed him 3 times, ask him to read 3 times. So it's a different person.
Okay, so for you, this is the only thing that showed that Muhammad is not the prophet, and Jibril is not the real Jibril. It's not the same Jibril. Okay.
From my perspective, from my understanding. From my understanding.
I respect that. So let's come back to my issue. So about the Quran.
Can I know one more before leaving? One more about illiteracy. Illiteracy. So the Jibril, and so the Jibril also not from God. He's a special supernatural being. I'm sure I will agree on that. He is a supernatural being, but he's not from God. He's not all wise and all understanding, because he did not know Muhammad couldn't read and write. So he asked him, squeeze him to read. There's something that is that Jibril can see that he's not really wise.
What do the prophets respond to Jibril at this moment?
He said, I could not write, I could not read. But the Jibril still forcing him to read. So this is something that is very foolish, you know. Muhammad couldn't read. You don't you know? Allah sent a wrong angel. No. So in the wrong angel, did not Allah tell you that he cannot read? This guy cannot read. Why you speak him to read? So there's something very ironic.
Okay.
Very ironic.
Okay. I'm so gonna say something that maybe gonna hurt you. I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, sometimes the problem of Christian, when you have the debate, is that Christians tend to always say this is a lie. This is false. But okay, so let's come back to
this is what Muslims like to say.
Let's come back to the Quran. If the Quran is a lie, like all the Quran, okay, is a lie. You have read the Quran, right? Okay. What do you think about like
do you want to hear why I say this a lie? Do you want me to explain why I think that it's a lie? Because there's a lot of room for the people, for the Ummah to read the Quran and come up with different positions, and then those different positions can fight with one another, conflicting one another. So that's what happened to the Muslim society right now. Different sects, different people, they can fight with one another, can deny one another. So even though how devoted they are, they may be 5 times, praying 5 times, then you can say that he is not a Muslim. And then one also accuse the other person he doesn't understand Islam. So you have all these things floating around.
Okay.
So that's why you have this conflicting ideology among it.
The conflict ideology of Muslims most of the time is, or it's not originated from the Quran first. This I'm telling you, it's not originated from the Quran. But if you want to know where it came from, you have to check the history of that time that Omar decided to invade the Persian people. This is when the Muslim ideology separation began. Yes.
You mean it just happened that time? The time? It happened that time? It wouldn't happen today? Does it happen today?
Wow.
You have the different interpretation.
That's what I say. It began.
It begins and then continue. Okay. But they have the basis. They argue from the Quran. They have the basis. Argue from the Quran.
That's what I'm saying. The ideology. Please go and check that. The ideology began from that, and it went in the Quran. Okay, they have a different interpretation of it as Christian belief. Like even in the Christian community, like you have like.
Fair enough. I agree on you. Fair enough. There are different sects, different various conflicting ideology from the Christian sect. That's fair enough.
If you take even the so now just take an artificial intelligence. Okay, whether it be like Christianity or Islam, you give them two contradictory
two doctrine.
Yeah, two doctrine. You're gonna see actually it's gonna try its best to match them, not to say this one is lying, this one is lying. Like they're all true. Okay. All of them are right. This is they invented a kind of confusion in the Muslim population. That's what you're saying. There's a kind of confusion.
Right.
And sometimes you're gonna see there's this side that's going to say this is haram, and the other one is going to say who told that?
Yeah, it's not haram.
True. But this don't come from Muhammad.
Of course.
And if you
because he already long dead. Muhammad long dead already. But it comes from the Quran, the interpretation of the Quran. Because the Quran itself,
I agree with that.
The Quran itself is containing those kind of doctrine inside. But it's up to the person. If a person is a good person, like for example, you might be a very good person. You might be a moderate Muslim. Like that's why you're talking to me. You are a good, friendly person. You will throw all those violent verses out. You say that those are out of context. Those are during the wartime, right? Kill the Jews.
If you say
kill the Jews.
Give me one.
Kill the Jews. There's a record saying that. The tree saying that come. There's a Jews behind me. Come and kill him.
If you read doctrine, kill the Jews.
Kill the Jews. How do you?
Okay, so now if I say Jew, I have to kill them.
What's your stand?
Okay.
What's your interpretation?
I have something I understand about Quran itself.
Okay.
Quran. That's why if you remember,
killing an ant and killing whole humanity.
Muhammad is a human being.
Yes.
One day there's a woman that came to Muhammad once even divorced his wife.
Okay.
He divorced her and he was like, okay, she can go back. And the Quran, how do you say to
ask him to forgive.
No.
Take it back.
To cancel that
divorce. Okay.
Sometimes someone can come to Muhammad and say him, this is what I do. Do you think God is going to forgive me? Most of the time, Muhammad don't give taqwa. If he don't know, he just shut up and say, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's honest.
Or he just shut up. And he wait till Jibril
Revelation.
And say, okay, this is what God decided. Most of the time, there is a lot of violence. I have to admit, violence. If you listen, this is why I say, just like you say, I'm a moderated Muslim. I'm not a moderated Muslim. I'm behaving like a Muslim is supposed to behave. Most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Most Muslims are friendly. Most Muslims are peaceful. Most Muslims are peaceful.
Actually, you can have some very violent verse in the Quran. For example, kill them. Okay, let them blood just on the floor. Sometimes, like this is of general. What happened? I'm gonna take the example of that particular verse where the prophet is asked to cut the hair,
behead them.
This is when the prophet has been attacked by the Quraysh, his own tribe, and they captured some some prisoners, and the prophet asked, because most of the time the prophet always I'm gonna even say always ask like advice from his okay, what do you think we're gonna do with them? And there's
so he pronounced forgiveness.
There's Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr is the actually best friend of the prophet.
Yeah.
Abu Bakr was like, okay,
the uncle, something like that.
He's just his friend.
Okay.
Abu Bakr was like, okay,
his father-in-law.
These people.
Abu Bakr is his father-in-law because Aisha.
No, Abu Bakr is not.
Is it Aisha father?
Yeah, father.
Yeah.
Father. Oh yeah. Okay.
Aisha's father.
We must just ask for ransom.
Ransom. Okay.
Ransom from the relatives.
Okay.
So we can finance Muslim. Something like this. He gave a very wise advice.
Okay.
And there was Omar. Omar is like the toughest of the Sahaba. He was like, no. We have to. Oh.
You have a class?
No. There was. I don't have class. I just come for enemy.
Okay.
There was like Omar that was no. This is not what we are supposed to do. We must kill them. We have to look for everyone to look if there is some suffering. If in the prison there's your relative come, you have to kill him yourself.
Okay.
To prove
that's extremist.
Yeah, to prove extremist. Your
sincerity. I think royalty. To prove your royalty.
The prophet said, "Oh no, Omar, your decision is too
rush. Too rush.
I can do that. I think I'm gonna take Abu Bakr advice is better.
Yeah.
So we have to ask for ransom from the relative, so we can, Umar was like, okay, what you say is what you do. And he said, like,
yeah, I believe what you're saying is true.
After, like, he came from prayer and he find Muhammad and Abu Bakr are crying. He came like, oh, Ya Rasulullah, what happened? Why are you crying? And he said, God chose your advice. Okay? We have, your advice is what God chose. Because sometimes, if you take leadership, sometimes you have to impose the respect.
Yes.
Okay? So your advice is what we're gonna do. We're gonna decapitate. We're gonna, So most of people, if they take this verse, okay, this is what Muslims do, they kill people, or this is a specific.
Case to case.
I'm confident that there's a lot of verse in the Quran that are specific case for only one occasion. But there's people, okay, kill the Jew. No, this is not true.
The tree saying that the Jews are behind me, kill the Jews.
This is not true. This is a kind of.
That is a prophecy for end time. It's a prophecy for end time. That means that Shah Islam. The Shah, Iran is taking literally. Iran is taking literally. That's why they want to abolish the Jewish state. That's why they are sponsoring all those crony around.
There is the prophets. There is no prophet that is prophet if you do not have prophecies. Can predict something, and the Prophet Muhammad have given like some prophecies of the end of the time. You read them.
I mean the killing of the Jews and the tree saying that.
How many do you know? How many do you know?
I cannot count. I mean the Quran itself is a complicated book. How can I count?
No, this is not in the Quran.
What do you mean?
Like the prophet is like, do you believe in the end of the time?
End time? Yeah. You believe on end time?
You believe?
I believe in end time. Apocalypse.
Do Jesus gave some
Apocalypse? Yes.
Okay, Muhammad did.
Yeah.
Like he predicted a lot of events that's gonna kind of like he gave some like the World War II, like immediate and some like there's great sign and minor signs. Such as minor signs such as the sun rise from the west, and like and set from
The sun comes from the east.
Yeah.
Come from west. Yes,
from west.
from
like
west.
every
Now
day
we are
from
coming.
east.
Now the sun is coming from the east.
Okay.
At the end time,
day-
the sun will come from the west. That means the
sun-
earth is reversing.
yeah, and
Okay, that's very interesting.
Even homosexuality, the iron will talk. When the prophet said the iron is gonna talk,
Are you going to talk? Oh,
this is what
so you interpret that as
what prophet did.
so you interpret it as a mobile.
Yeah,
Okay.
people will use to transport.
Okay.
This is like aviation, big buildings will come. A lot of things. So much. Those kind of.
I know.
But
I know.
sometimes
For my tech, all this prophecy for the future have various interpretation.
Yeah.
This is because of human limitation. This is true even to Christianity, Christian theologian, and also Islam scholars. They also interpret various interpretations. So we can take those things, maybe take those in favoring of our understanding, in favor of our defense, whatever. But
for example, if you can, I mean, there's something I really want to understand.
I want to say.
Now I was asking you, if you say the Quran is a lie,
Okay.
what about let's say some science, some scientific event that happened in the Quran?
Scientific, that is worse. You don't go there. Scientific evidence, that is even worse. Scientific evidence that the Muslim has been propagating. Those are the very starting stop today, because the Muslim Dawah themselves already rejected those. There was one Tawa Ali mentioned in the YouTube. He said that those are debunked. All the scientific miracles are debunked.
The Muslim problem and division stuff.
Ali Tawa.
Ali, the cousin of the Prophet.
Ali Tawa. No, Ali Tawa today. I think he's British, in England. He's together a good friend with Muhammad Hijab.
Okay.
He appeared he already acknowledged because all this scientific has already been rebutted, already disproved by other people. So that's why he said that, it's okay, you have disproved all these things. Doesn't matter to my faith. My faith still stands, he said.
Okay.
I don't depend my faith to be too scientific proof. You can all this debunk, it doesn't affect my faith. Ali Tawa. Tawa is a Muslim evangelist. Ali Tawa.
Tawa,
Tawa.
Ali Tawa. Okay. Ali Tawa said, refuted all this.
A scientific miracle is debunked.
Okay, so for example, let's go for embryology.
That's sure. That's even worse. That is worse. It's already debunked. Embryology is debunked. Ali Tawa mentioned.
What did the Quran say?
It is developed from a curve, and then from the embryo, and then come up with the meat or something like add up with meat and then become a bone, something like that. All the process.
This vaccine is not going to have a second. Okay.
All this process are just laughable. Today's scientific.
Who said?
Ali Tawa admitted.
Ali Tawa
admitted all this scientific proven, all this scientific on the Quran is not.
Okay.
It doesn't matter to him. He said it's not doesn't matter. It's just not important to him. His faith still stands because his faith doesn't stand on the scientific miracle of the Quran. Don't go there.
What you mean?
Also the sperm, or the egg of the woman come from the back of the somewhat at the back of the backbone of the woman. So there's something very interesting, also very funny. So that's why it's also disproved scientifically.
The what?
The egg of the woman come from the backbone of the ribs. Backbone of the ribs, somewhere in the ribs there.
Oh, the ribs.
Yeah. So
Okay,
there's the development of the egg of the human embryology they mentioned.
Okay, wait.
So there's also very laughable.
Let's come from embryology. This is not the correct process. You say.
No purpose of today the scientific proof that it's not a process that is.
This is not the correct process.
Yeah, not a process. The egg doesn't come from the back of the bone of the
Oh my
woman.
God, no. I'm not thinking of the egg or something like this. The process itself, like from meat or bone, something like this. This is not correct.
Not correct. Yeah.
Not correct.
Even the other scientific miracle, the sun set in the milky water. All this also also scientific error.
Wait.
The sun set in the milky water. The sun doesn't set in any way. It was appear to be setting somewhere, but actually it's not true. It's only visibly, true. It's a perception.
I get it. I get it.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying. For the milky, I don't. Okay, I don't have the knowledge to talk about. I don't know. So let's go for the embryology. You say that's false, and
The sunset.
the sunset. Let's go for Okay, this is kind of biology.
Biology.
Geology, like for the mountain.
Mountain, yeah, mountain. I know what. The mountain stabilize the earthquake. Mountain stabilize earthquake.
Scientific. Okay, wait then. But okay, let's go.
The Islamic explanation, yes, but then the scientific, no.
Okay.
The earth, the mountains,
expansion of the universe. False.
The
The expansion of the universe.
Big Bang.
The Big Bang.
Big Bang theory. Big Bang theory, I think that is very forceful from the Muslim propaganda.
Okay.
Very forceful.
Okay.
The Big Bang theory from the Quran.
It's also false that the
one I haven't
moon
according to it.
is having an orbit on the Earth.
Orbit now. Okay. The moon
This
is
is
an orbit of the
also
Earth.
false. This is false.
The orbit of the moon around the sun, the Earth. This is, scientific too. Why not? Why false?
It's in the Quran.
So that one I have knowledge.
Let's go.
That one I have knowledge. I don't have knowledge.
The expansion of the universe is also false. Are you scientifically agree that the universe is continually like
expanding? That is scientific knowledge. I would have neutral position. I'm not scientific trainer, so I have no comment on that. I have not come into that.
Okay, if you don't know about it.
Come back to let's come back to the lying part. Okay, let's come back to the lying. Why don't you ask me why the Islam is lying? And the Muslim is not lying. I would not tell you that you are lying. You are not lying. You are honest. You are a good person. Even Muhammad, probably he also a good person, honest person. But the source that he was getting from the Jibril is something that is lying. So that's why I'm very concerned. I love Muslim people. Muslims are good people, but then the thought that they given to you from the Quran can give you misleading, and then until today, why today all the Islamic country are not developing as fast as the Western country?
I don't think so.
Huh?
I don't think so.
What do you mean?
This is not the way.
You see the war in the Middle East, all the Islamic crumble.
Before continuing, there's something I need to say. Before we started this conversation, this discussion, not debate, discussion, you say let's take Christianity, but not in the context of Islam. I accept. Okay, let's go. But you are explaining Islam in the Christianity context.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Continue. Continue.
I don't know, but
we can learn, don't worry. Because I cannot run away from all the way I've been trained.
Islam come even after the Christianity, and you are like judging like Islam according to Christianity.
Because you say yes, continuation. Because Islam claimed that Islam is a continuation of the Christianity, or continuation of the Jews and also Judaism.
Okay. So let me ask you a simple question, just yes or no. Do you believe that Jewish and Muslims have practically the same vision? Like if you take approximately Jewish and Christian, Jewish are more like in the same vision as Muslims, because Jewish don't even recognize Jesus. They are like
no Jesus.
Yeah, at least like the Muslim. Okay, we believe in Jesus, but not in God. He's not God. I mean, what do you mean? Because so now, for example, according to you, you have to be Christian to go into paradise. This is the question.
Right. You want to ask me why, right?
No. I'm just asking. Do you think or do you believe that you have to be Christian to go into paradise?
That issue has to come back to what Jesus claimed him to be.
Okay.
I'm not defending Christianity. I'm not defending Roman Catholic or Protestant or whatever. But I'm defending who Jesus claimed to be. That's the issue there. I don't want to promote any religion.
No.
I want to talk about Jesus. You know why we believe on that? Because what Jesus claimed. Jesus claimed that He's the only way, the truth, and the life to the Father. No other names, no other people can come to the Father except through Him. That's what He's absolute claim.
So
That's what. So Jesus is, if He is lying, you and I, you don't have problem. If Jesus is lying, you don't have problem. But if He's true, then you got a problem because He said that He's the only way.
If I say
He's the only way.
Jesus is lying, I'm not a Muslim anymore.
Yeah.
I can't say like Jesus
Then you have to trust in Jesus because Jesus, He said He's the only way to the Father.
But like first I'm Muslim, and what I believe is that Jesus is not God.
Yes, that's detrimental. That's detrimental. That's why the revelation of Jesus, who Jesus was at the time when He came to earth, He revealed Himself as God. But then Islam comes in, the revelation given to Muhammad to deny Jesus as God. So that's a detrimental. So make it a divergent, a total divergent.
You're Maryam, right?
I just quick coming into my mind about the lying issue. I think we have finished the lying issue. How do you look at the taqiyya, the doctrine? Doctrine.
Taqiyya.
That means you are allowed in certain conditions you can lie. Taqiyya. The doctrine of taqiyya. You can lie in certain doctrine, certain conditions. But for example, if someone wants to threaten to kill you, asking you to tell the truth, so because you want to save your life, you just tell something lying at the time is forgivable in Allah, right? Forgivable in Allah.
There's some.
That's called taqiyya.
There's also something.
You can lie in a certain extreme circumstances.
Okay, in certain extreme circumstances.
Yeah, you can lie.
I do not. In extreme circumstances, I do know not. I know that there's extreme circumstances like in some even like okay, for example, Ramadan. Okay, fasting, and just someone like that, an Islamophobic like saying, "Oh, hey, you come here, you show up a gun, give him pork, eat that." In that condition, okay, I am I can eat that
and because be forgiven by Allah.
Yeah, because this is not.
This is called taqiyya, right?
There's something. Also, the Prophet said in an amadiniyat action. Novel. I don't know what you like. How it's what it about like the intention. Intention. Okay.
The intention is still pure.
Yeah.
It was forced to you.
It was forced.
You are forced, and then you are excusable because of the condition.
Everything that is not like kind of like voluntarily from you to offend Allah is forgivable.
Okay. So taqiyya, the doctrine of taqiyya is something that makes you a liar in Islam. I mean, that's what I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it as something that there's a last straw for what I'm saying about lying about Islam religion. Because the taqiyya itself also make Islam a bad shape because it can be lying. Because I do not know the extreme condition, because anybody can describe or can define what is extreme to you. Like for example, you can mention about the Ramadan. Somebody force you to eat something can be extreme to you. So even Muhammad, he said that if I'm unfaithful to my wife, when I come back home, the wife asks me whether I have a woman outside, I can lie on her. You know why? Because I want to protect my family. I don't want her to accuse me and then get divorced and then my children will suffer. He put it in that way, So I said, it's called taqiyya. So it's justifiable in Islam. So that is lying. That's his definition. So I don't think you agree. So that's he's lying to his wife. You know why? Because he just want to avoid divorce.
Okay. So
he want to avoid divorce for the protection of children. So that makes Islamic doctrine make a Muslim can be a liar.
You take an example. For example, if you come and his wife asks him if he's like
you have woman outside adultery,
he is going to say that no. Yeah. This is an example. It was Okay.
Yeah. So actually, he's true. He's lying to his wife. His purpose, his intention is to protect the children, protect the family into one piece. You cannot tell honestly saying yes, I have women outside. Then the family will crumble.
Okay, so now
that's his intention is still pure. That's what you're saying.
So now
his intention is pure because you want to protect the children, protect the wife. So now that to me as an external, external person, a non-Muslim, you say, oh, I can't take that kind of something.